And in this hour, we are joined by Congressman Peter King, a Republican from New York. Congressman King, thank you for your time today. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Dan.
You have been outspoken in your opposition to your caucus's tactics. And the question is, would you vote now to pass a clean CR?
Absolutely. I've said that now for several days I would, which is why the other night I voted no on the rule to send the bill over to the Senate, which just prolonged this all this craziness. No, I would definitely vote for it. I would vote for it in a heartbeat.
You've also said that a number of your colleagues, moderate Republican colleagues, are ready to vote as well, that they would welcome a decision, in fact, by Speaker Boehner to bring this to the floor. How many votes at this point do you have?
Well, again, it's not a question of me having them. I know there's 25 have publicly said that they would vote for a clean CR, as we call it, no strings attached. So it would definitely pass the House. The question is, John Boehner is under tremendous pressure from the Cruz Republicans not to bring it up. So we just can't wait for this to be put on the floor by the Speaker. We're going to have to force the action. And in some ways, that maybe makes John Boehner's job easier. I think if 20 or 25 of us say that we are going to vote no on everything until a continuing resolution is put on the floor, that's how you get results. That's what the Cruz Republicans threatened to do. They said 2 or 3 weeks ago that they would, in effect, bring the House down unless we attempted to defund Obamacare and tied it to a government shutdown. So I think it's time for tough action.
It's a blunt question that may be following on that kind of tough action. But yesterday in a meeting, Speaker Boehner held with your caucus, he said, quote, "Trust me." Do you trust Speaker Boehner?
First of all, I have a great respect for John Boehner. I trust him that he's doing everything that he possibly can. I just don't think the Cruz Republicans are going to allow him to do what he wants to do until too much time has gone by. I think we have to force the action here, and by doing that, I think we strengthen John Boehner's hand against the Cruz Republicans.
In your colleagues that you've been speaking with, did they share the same feeling?
They share the feeling that this is insane, that this has to end, but some of them are reluctant to force the action right now. I say we have to force action. That's the only difference is a question of timing, that's all. We all believe it's absolutely wrong what's happening.
Just a couple of moments ago, President Obama was in Maryland at a construction company wanting to highlight the impact that the shutdown is having on everyday Americans, and he called out a colleague, Congressman Marlin Stutzman of Indiana. I want to play what he said.
Well, they got exactly what they want. Now they're trying to figure out how to get out of it. Just yesterday, one House Republican said, I'm quoting here, all right, because I want to make sure people understand I didn't make this up. One House Republican said, we're not going to be disrespected. We have to get something out of this, and I don't know what that even is.
Just now, the congressman released a statement saying, quote, "Yesterday, I carelessly misrepresented the ongoing budget debate and Speaker Boehner's work on behalf of the American people." So, Congressman King, what do Republicans want to get out of this shutdown?
I honestly don't know what they want. It started off by saying they wanted to defund Obamacare. Now they realize that can't be done, and it's sort of a moving target. But let me just say this about the